Hello, welcome to my channel, Soul Luna Insights. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. This reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. This is a timeless reading, therefore, whenever it finds you, I hope that it's meant for you and it resonates with you. I pray that this message helps you on your soul journey, brings you some sort of clarity and insight, and some sort of divine guidance. So let's jump straight into your reading, Virgo. The overall energy for your reading today is intimacy. Okay, so what I'm getting is for those of you who are in a relationship, there is a need for a deeper level of intimacy. When I say intimacy, a lot of people think of sexuality, but really this is really talking about emotional intimacy. Okay, so this card is speaking to the fact that many challenges in relationships come from the fact that one or more partners is unable to open and connect to their other partner on an emotional level. And this card also talks to the fact that it can become very difficult to maintain equilibrium and have a balanced relationship when someone is like that. And these are often when people are not feeling emotionally satisfied or connected in their relationships. That's often one of the first sparks of infidelity or seeking that outside of a relationship. So, this card is asking you, how are you emotionally connecting intimately with your partner? Is there a balance between communication? Is there mutual respect? Are you being heard? Are they being heard? Are you giving or are you just taking? Is everyone being open with how they feel? Are you both sharing your personal thoughts, deepest feelings, deepest desires, any insecurities you have, any body image issues? I'm just picking up that there is a deep need to connect intimately with your partner. And if you are single, there's a need to look at how emotionally mature you are and how good you are at emotionally connecting with others. Okay, so I'm seeing here that, which wraps into that, your first two cards are the 10 of materials reversed. It was actually reversed, which, like I said, I don't usually read reverses, but I have started reading them more now if they speak to me. And the Fool. So I'm seeing that some of you guys really want to have a very stable, prosperous, and abundant relationship with someone that you're with, okay? I'm seeing that you just want to feel very connected. All these people are holding hands in a circle. It's like you want to feel very connected to your lover or to your partner or to someone, and you want to invest in something that's going to grow and bring you the fruits of happiness, stability. Seeing each of these is like just different aspects of what you want in a relationship. Like, okay, you want joy, you want connection, emotional intimacy, you want there to be financial abundance, you want to start a family with them, you want to, it's just like there's lots of aspects that you're wanting to have, and it's like you want the ideal. You want an idealistic relationship with someone, but something is missing. And what I'm seeing here is what's missing is the emotional intimacy. Okay, there's a lack of emotional intimacy in this connection. Okay, so that's why you're not being able to fully manifest the 10 of materials, which is the 10 of pentacles in the original deck. You want a prosperous life, you want to feel abundant in love, abundant in wealth, abundant in success, and that's not happening because there is a sense of a lack of emotional intimacy, and that may be coming from you, Virgo, or that could be coming from your significant other or this specific person that you're desiring right now. And I'm seeing here that it seems as though because of the lack of emotional intimacy in this relationship, some of you guys are there's like an energy of wanting to go off on your own or feeling alone in it. Some of you guys are just feeling alone in your relationship, okay? And feel like you just have to kind of, while others of, okay, so some of you guys are feeling alone in your relationship, while others of you are feeling as though the only way you're going to ever get the emotional fulfillment or the emotional intimacy that you're looking for is to leave this relationship, to venture off on your own and seek new horizons or something like that, okay? Because I'm seeing that, again, your next card is the path, okay? So it's kind of like you want to, although you know the journey to another relationship or another existence would be a bit of an upward journey, like, you know, it may be a little bit difficult, that there is that option for you. And I feel like you're willing to put in the work. You're willing to put in the work to get to that. But there's just a question of whether or not that's truly what you want. Like, I'm seeing that some of you guys, again here, awakening, you guys are awakening to your needs more in your relationship, and you're awakening to what is needed of you in order to rise above some of the problems. I'm seeing these clouds as like the clouds is like clouded judgments, issues, just anything that barriers, just you're just trying to rise above the problems in your relationship and get clarity on it. But I'm seeing that some of you guys are getting clarity now. You're awakening to what you need. You're awakening to what is truly needed for you to either, one, create emotional intimacy in this relationship, shift the dynamics of this relationship, or what is needed for you to achieve obtaining this, whether it's with this person or elsewhere. So some of you guys, I'm seeing that, again, you're debating of, the next card was the Lovers. It's like you're debating of whether the love within your relationship is worth fighting for anymore. There's like a feeling of, is this truly who, some of you guys are questioning if the person you're with is who you're truly meant to be with, or if this is truly a divine connection. Is this really meant to be, or is this just karmic? Like, am I just in a bad situation? It's like you're weighing your choices, okay, in love. Like, what are your options? Like, one could be going away single. Two is staying with this person and trying to make it work. Three is, you know, being with maybe some of you guys, there may be someone else you're interested in. I'm not sure, but it could be different for all of you. But I'm just seeing that you're awakening to the choices and the options you have in love, okay? Like, you are realizing the choices you have and the ways that you can shift, like I said, your current relationship, like what actions you can take to try to shift your current relationship and to try to make it more fulfilling to meet your needs in the emotional intimacy department. And that will, and I'm seeing that if you're able to shift the emotional intimacy department or aspect of your relationship, that in turn is going to shift everything and bring in just better collaboration in every way. I mean, it's going to help you guys make more money, or more money to come in the home. It's going to help everything to bloom better within your connection, because it's all rooted. It's like it's all rooted in the lack of emotional connection. Like, all of the problems are rooted in that. So once that is flowing, I'm seeing these people as like the emotional connection. Once that connection is flowing and all linked up, it's like everything else will bloom and blossom better within that relationship. That goes for any relationship, honestly. Once that's not there, a lot of other things, you know, don't fall into place. But it's like everything will fall into place if this intimacy aspect is corrected. But I'm seeing that that might also be a personal issue, Virgo. Like that may actually be you guys having issues emotionally connecting with others. And because you're having issues emotionally connected with others, that's why certain relationships are not falling into place, are not flowing. Like I said, for some of you, it's you, and for others of you, it's your partner. You're open to emotional connection, but they're not comfortable with that. They may have their own heart chakra blockages. That person has their own issues for why they cannot open up to the degree that you're needing to feel fulfilled and connected. But I'm seeing that again, some of you guys are awakening to what you can do to try to promote deeper emotional intimacy or better emotional intimacy between you and another, or what you can do to become more open to emotional intimacy within yourself, or how you can heal or unblock your heart chakra so that you can, and throat chakra, so that you can express your love and express feelings and emotions better to others, okay? Because I'm seeing here that some of you guys are going to honestly figure that out completely, what you need to do in order to create more peace in your life and how to promote more peace in your relationship, because you are seeking a new emotional beginning that's more fulfilling. And I'm seeing that there is also a lot, what I'm getting is that you've realized that the way for you to create better emotional intimacy within yourself and with others is going to be coming from the energy of the Ace of Voices. So the Ace of Voices speaks to truth. I'm seeing that some of you guys have to be true with yourself, be honest with yourself about why you have issues with connecting emotionally with others, or why you have issues with vulnerability and sharing your feelings and heart. You have to be honest with where the root of that comes from, what initiated that way of being in your life, and whether that was a childhood experience or trauma or disappointment, or whether that was just an experience with an old relationship. Like, what triggered this kind of way of like not willing to be emotionally intimate, okay? Because I'm seeing that physical intimacy is not the problem, it's emotional intimacy. And so it's ironic how it's easier for us to be naked physically than it is to be naked emotionally. And you have to figure out what is the truth of what caused you to be like this, okay? Because once you get to the root of that, that is going to give you this emotional new beginning. Like, I'm seeing her as like she's been underwater and she's finally being able to finally take that breath and gasp for air, because she's like been drowning in her emotions, okay? Because some of you guys, you don't share your emotions with anyone really like that. You harbor a lot of things in, and you are drowning in them at times. But being able to look at the truth of why you do this and where that's stemming from, whether that's like just beliefs or patterns or your upbringing, maybe you were told emotions, not to share emotions, maybe emotions were frowned upon in your family. I really don't, it could be different for everyone, but there's just this energy of realizing, like awakening to why that block is there, okay? And so I'm getting that if this is with if your partner is the one who's having that block with intimacy and stuff like this, I'm seeing that still you're awakening to the fact that the way you can approach this is by changing the way you speak, the way you think, and the way you share your emotions, okay? Because if you're comfortable with that, the only way for you to you can't control them, but you can control you and how you move and how you share your emotions and how you bring in your emotions. So I'm just seeing that when I'm looking at this person, they're looking away. And I'm seeing that your partner, if this is your partner, they may not want to look at this truth that you're bringing in, because this owl, like I see, this is someone that it's like truth, higher knowledge, wisdom. They may not want to look at that, okay? But regardless of what they want to do or don't want to do, you know that the best way for you to shift this is what I'm getting is like, again, like shifting how you express yourself, shifting how you share your emotions, share your feelings, and how you initiate vulnerability and emotional intimacy with them. And so, one thing I want to say is that when we have an aspect of our partner that we don't like, as long as it's not something that's like, okay, like emotional intimacy is very important. But what I'm saying is, as long as it's not something like they're abusive or something physically, one thing I want to say is it is possible to try to manifest different aspects of them, okay? So if you want to manifest a different part of this person, okay, or even of yourself, you have to start changing the way you are discussing them and how, like, I know, Berg, I'm seeing that some of you guys may complain a lot about this person, and the way that you're speaking about this person is just attracting the same energy from them every time. So you need to shift your perspective about this situation and gain a higher perspective. Higher perspective, she's above the clouds. She can see clear because she's not clouded by emotions or of the past and things like that. You have to gain a higher perspective. And even if it's them, you have to understand that whatever way that they're acting as a result of their upbringing, their childhood traumas, their childhood pains, their disappointments, their programming, their parents, their experiences that they had up until the point that you met them. There's many reasons for why they could have this emotional blockage, but the point is that you have to try to manifest them differently. So let's say if you are in a relationship where there is intimacy issues, you need to tell yourself, my relationship is getting better every day. I'm getting better at initiating emotional intimacy with my partner. My partner is getting better at being emotionally intimate with me. Even though, again, this may or may not be true, but you need to shift the dialogue and the narrative around this conversation, because words are like prayers. And when we send those words out, we attract that energy back to us. The universe, the divine, God is not, divine source, God, the Most High, is not responding to your wants, okay? It is responding to your beliefs and the words, the energy you're putting out there. All of our words, all of our beliefs, all of our thoughts, they're like boomerangs, all of our emotions, okay? And once we send them out into the universe, into the atmosphere, the ethers, they come back to us, okay? So if you want to manifest a new aspect of your partner or a new aspect of your relationship, you have to stop talking on your relationship in such a negative light, okay? So that's one of the ways that you're awakening to how you can change your present. You're starting to realize the way that the things you can do to shift it to the best of your ability. And I'm seeing that you guys are going to, after realizing that, you're going to be patient and give your relationship a little bit more time to grow, okay? And I'm seeing the number 5 here. I'm seeing like some of you guys, you may be giving it 5 months, okay? 5 months to see how you acting in a new way or how you speaking our relationship a new way and manifesting. Some of you guys need to look up the videos about manifesting or manifesting different aspects of your person, or rewriting your person. Like, there's just different ways to manifest, rather than trying to manifest from the physical plane through arguments and debates and conversations and stuff like that. Try to manifest from a higher plane, okay? Go from the 3D to the 5D, okay? Learn how to calibrate yourself by intentionally only thinking and speaking thoughts that align with the life that you want, okay? So I'm seeing that you're going to be patient, and I'm seeing that something is going to grow out of this. So again, if this growth doesn't happen though, and even if the growth is just you growing stronger from within, you growing smarter, wiser, more intuitive, more understanding, more compassionate, there's some kind of growth from this. For others of you, there may actually be growth in your emotional intimacy. But I'm seeing here, Virg, that you're not going to keep you're moving into a state where you're going to start taking charge of your life and your relationship in every way that you can. And in whatever ways that you can, I see you just accepting that if this relationship is not panning out for me the way I want, or whatever the situation is, that you are willing to move into this Nine of Pentacles energies, with Nine of Materials, which is someone that is single and free and just feeling empowered and ready for life, and is excited about life and a new day. And I'm just saying that you guys are getting to the point where you're confident enough. You're going to get to the point, you're going to get to the point anyway, where you're confident enough, and you'll know that you've done everything you can on every level to try to promote a deeper connection with your partner, or a better connection with your partner. And that if they do not meet you halfway, and they leave you out in the cold, and they leave you in this energy, Five Materials energy, where you're feeling as though like they're just not helping you, you're not willing to be in this state anymore. So if you feel as though this is the result after waiting, like I said, the number 5 again, 5 months or whatever, that this is not who you're meant to be with, then you're going to go into this energy and be independent. Because I'm seeing here that you are at a place where you are not willing to give up your power. Okay, you have boundaries set. Again, 4 plus 1 breaks down to 5 again. You want change in this relationship. 5 is a number of change. We're in the year 2021, which also breaks down to 5 as well. 5 is a number of change. There's a lot of change that you're wanting in this relationship, but you're also getting to the point where you're really taking back your power and standing in your power. And you're like, if you're not willing to meet me halfway, okay, I'm setting clear boundaries. I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm protecting my peace. I'm protecting everything. Okay? You're not going to allow anyone to ruin what you've built internally, okay, and externally. You've come a long way, and you're like, I'm not letting anyone break me down, okay? And then even I'm saying that for you, if you're the one that's having troubles with emotional intimacy, I'm saying that you're going to learn to share yourself more, but you're going to be very, very careful with who you're sharing yourself with. You've gotten clear on, you're getting clarity on what kind of people you do or do not want in your life. You've had enough experiences to recognize the patterns of people who drain you, people who take from you, people who overwhelm you, and you're no longer doing that. Like, yes, you are still moving with love, but you're also moving with self-preservation and self-respect, and you're not going to allow that to happen anymore, okay? So, again, this is your reading, Virgo. I hope that it resonated with you. I hope that you stop by again. Please like and subscribe to my channel if it did resonate, and thank you so much for stopping by.